even though there's none of you here yet. Still waiting on the computer to be up and running. Should be ready later tonight, if not tomorrow morning. So, thanks for stopping by. I'll have to repeat that a number of times, though, because nobody's here yet and people will keep coming in and asking the same questions. Got me some coffee. Coffee doesn't taste as good on my days when I'm dieting, which is today, because I don't put any creamer in it. I see 8. It says there's 8 viewers right now. Nobody in the chat yet, though. Nobody has said a fucking thing in the chat. Oh, there you are. May the 4th? They usually say that on May 4th. But yeah, the 4th will be happening tomorrow. Shani and Rev updates. Last I heard they went to the hospital again, which usually means they'll be gone for a few weeks or whatever. The big news lately is that the manatee is in the hospital. Whew, I'm almost at 60% towards the ghoul. If you want to help out with the ghoul, it's in the description. May the Schwartz be with you. I wanted to do a stream today, but my computer's not running well, so I'll be doing one later today, hopefully, and then there's no hardware issues with my computer. It's literally just software and shit, so... If you notice, I have, in the thumbnail, I have Brett Keane dressed as Uncle Sam, riding a bald eagle with machine guns, and he's flying over Mount Rushmore. Oh, a cooking stream. Was I supposed to do it tomorrow? I guess. Maybe I can do that. We'll see. I wonder if I have like wireless lapel mics, which would help the sound a lot if I was outside. Maybe I'll drink some beer. Today's my day where I don't consume any alcohol or excess amounts of food. But tomorrow, yeah, I probably will grill some things. Damn, you should get wet wipes then, because that'll help. If you can't seem to wipe away all the poop, then you should get some wet wipes. Like, go to Costco and buy the big thing of baby wipes. They call them baby wipes, but you can use them too. I think you get like 300 of them for less than $20. Just use that. Keep you all clean. That's what I do when I'm at home. You can't flush them though. You got to get a little... Well, you're not supposed to flush them because it'll fuck up your plumbing. So you should get like a little trash can with a lid on it. Fuck yeah, I'll take a Ziploc bag and put like 20 wet wipes in it when I go out on the town or whatever. Keep those packed away. Just in case. I don't have time to take a shower every time I poop. Plus, like, I don't want to, like, I'd rather not have, like, a dirty, poopy ass to wash away in the shower anyway. I used a bidet when I was in Europe, but it wasn't like, it didn't have like the pressure washer feature. It was literally, it was like a mini bathtub for your butt that was next to the toilet. When I was in Italy, those were everywhere. But the Japanese toilet seats, those have like a little pressure washer for your butthole. I'm not sad. I'm a little frustrated because my computer isn't working, but ooh, excuse me. I'm just trying not to, like these days, because I used to stress out and freak out about things all the time. I'm just trying to, like, not, I gotta care to a degree because if I don't, then, I can't pay my bills and shit. But I try to not freak out because that doesn't help me in the situation at all. So. I'll probably get I'll probably get the computer up and running. I gotta reinstall all the apps on it, so that's what's gonna take forever. That's the big loss. I didn't use it. I didn't lose any data, but I had to reinstall Windows and all my apps are gone and reset. So I have to go and set those back up. And there's a few. No, it's not a whole new computer. No. I bought the computer. I bought the computer like 4 years ago, and it was top notch when I bought it all. So it's still pretty decent. 4 years later. There's no point in buying a new computer. All the components are still good. It's literally just a software problem. Those Windows updates are trash. I hate them. Because this happened back in November to me also. There was a Windows update that like fucked everything up and then the computer stopped booting into Windows. I wish I could just turn them off. My first Windows computer was Windows 3.1. If I got on FM radio, only the people that like live within what, like 100-mile radius of me will be able to hear me. I gotta wonder what the radio market is like these days, like what the ratings are. I know people listen to iHeartRadio. Like sometimes I'll listen to the radio stations that I grew up with through iHeartRadio because they're on there. Some of them are owned by iHeartRadio now, which is crazy. Like iHeartRadio just started out as an app that could like broadcast radio stations on the internet, and now they own a bunch of them. Pretty crazy how when things like that happen. But I can't. There was a time, like, you know, obviously way back in the day, like before TV, everybody listened to the radio. That was the way they consumed entertainment and news and all of that shit. But now most people, if they listen to radio at all, only do it when they're in their car. And a lot of them don't even listen to the radio then because they can play, you know, whatever they want. They can hook their phone up through Bluetooth and play whatever's on their phone or what have you and whatnot. My car has an SD slot on it where I can put an SD card into it. And I just load it up with a bunch of music and play that a lot of times. I remember when houses had TV antennas on the sides of them, those big tall ones that were taller than the house. I remember like those were still around when I was a kid, and people, when I got a little older, like in my, you know, like in middle school, people were paying to have them removed from their house. I have TV antennas because I think it's cool to have the option to pick up local broadcast channels, you know. There's a 24-hour all cartoon channel here locally. I think it's one of the Me TV channels. They've got like a bunch of sub channels. Is it Me TV? Whatever it is. It's one of the local broadcast stations, and they play these old cartoons 24 hours a day. It's pretty cool. Like late at night when you're really high, you just turn that on and just watch whatever they're playing there. Some crazy shit. Is it Me TV or My TV? I can't remember right now. There was a time in my early 20s when I was obsessed with talk radio, and I would just listen to talk radio. Usually conservative talk radio, not because I agreed with it, but because I found it genuinely entertaining to listen to propaganda. You know, you learned about propaganda in school, like in history class and stuff, and that was like current propaganda. Rush Limbaugh, Glenn Beck, Sean Hannity, you know. I used to listen to them every weekday. On weekends, they would play like what they would call like public service programming. It would be like an auto repair guy telling people how to repair their car, or like there's always like the investment show that tells you like how to invest your money, that kind of shit. But on weekdays, I remember like in the morning, well, in the early morning, it would be a local morning right-wing conservative radio talk show host in the early morning, like from sunrise, you know, until I think like 8 a.m. And then Glenn Beck would come on, and then after Glenn Beck, there'd be another local guy. No. I'm wrong. After Glenn Beck, there would be Rush Limbaugh, and then after Rush Limbaugh, there'd be a local guy, and then after the local guy, there'd be Sean Hannity. And then after Sean Hannity, it was Michael Savage, who's like he's like an ultra far right Zionist, buddies with Donald Trump, if you search his name. Yes, I listened to Coast to Coast back when, what was his name? Art Bell was the host. But yeah, I've heard George Norrie. I've heard they've had some other hosts lately too. If you're calling from east of the Rockies, call 1-800-623-5454. If you're calling from west of the Rockies, yeah, I remember all that shit. Yeah, Michael Savage is ultra far right. It's funny because his real last name is Wiener. He's a savage wiener. Seriously, his real last name is Wiener. And he used to write like, he has like a PhD in, I think like natural medicine or something like that. And he used to write books about like medicinal herbs and that kind of stuff. And now he's like, super ultra far right. Back in the day, he was like considered very radical. That's why they had him on late at night on the radio. Now his views are mainstream on the right. Yeah, Wiener. Some people have the last name Wiener. I went to college with a guy and his name was Adam Wiener, but he used to try to tell people it was Weiner. And I'm like, no, it's not. Stop running away from your last name. Or just make up a whole new last name, like Savage, I guess. Wasn't there Anthony Weiner, too? The irony about Anthony Weiner is that he got in trouble for sending pics of his wiener. Yeah. Ooh. Purvis? Interesting name. Michael Vagina. No, see, vagina's like the medical term, and wiener's like a. It's got to be more like Michael Hoo Ha or something like that. Michael in the UK, fanny is another word for vagina. So Michael Fanny. I don't know why we call a butt a fanny, but it's kind of like a raunchy word too in the UK for vajayjay. By the way, guys, trying to get closer to the ghoul. Actually, let me do something here. Give me 1 second. Connect. Yeah. All right. Okay. So I've got the this Bluetooth speaker. It does turn off by itself eventually. Hopefully I'll get a dono before it does that. But if you want to send a dono, it'll play this really loud through this speaker. I have it turned up all the way. Let's test it out. $5.05 is a really good one. Mine broke, the like clip part of it broke off, but the speaker still works. One day I was walking around in Seattle with some friends of mine, and I had this in my backpack, and I kept playing like fart noises on my phone, and it would play it like super loud. Anytime we'd get into like a crowd of people, I play it and it'd play like these loud fart noises. And one of my friends was like, "Go over there." So I left my bag and like went over to somewhere else and started playing the fart noises like right next to them. It was pretty funny. Farts are funny. I mean, like, I don't know. Why are farts so funny? Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's a classic. White guy's fart in my face matters. That guy. Whew. Could you imagine being so crazy and the focus of your insane mind is white guys farting on your face? He literally just kept making videos. White guys fart in my face matters. White guys fart in my face matters. It was when Black Lives Matter first became like a recognized thing. And he, please, please. Hello, hello. Thanks for showing up. I need to smell the scent of a cream-colored gentleman. Please. Damn it, I can't get any donos streaming vertical. I gotta get my fucking computer back. Ah. Yeah, he did say I want to marry your farts. I do work out, but not. I fell off for a few years. I started doing it again just recently. I am not good at doing pull-ups. I am not in good shape right now. I'm working on it. But right now I'm the last person to tout like how good I am at working out. I'm back at square one. I bulked up way too much. I've lost about 7 pounds right now, so it's going in the right direction. I'm seeing results now. I've been doing this for like 3 weeks now, and I lost about 7 pounds. So, not bad. What am I doing? Oh my God. It's gonna sound crazy. I've like limited my every other day I eat almost no calories at all. So I eat almost nothing every other day. Almost. I'll eat like some kimchi or some sauerkraut or something like that. But almost nothing else. And when I have coffee, there's no cream in it. And then on my days where I eat a pretty good amount. And almost no limits. I try to keep the carbs down, but I'll have a sandwich or whatever. So that's my eating strategy, and it's working. And then on the days where I'm not eating that much, I go to the gym and I do an hour of cardio on this cardio machine, and then I do like the weights. I do like shoulders, chest, arms, that kind of thing. Yes, dot executables. I've been to Texas and I don't need anyone else to tell me it's terrible. Like the good things about Texas, you can find other places that that are better than the bad things about Texas. Like they have Whataburger in other places. I liked living in New Mexico. I think that's better than Texas. Like New Mexico's a more progressive state, and they have legal weed and Whataburger. Cousin factories? I don't know what that is. I'm naive to that. I will tell you, most of the country has been sweltering. Whoa, that was loud. Happy poop. Look, I'm wearing it like a hat. Uh, I've seen most of the country has had a heat wave, but here it's been like in the mid 60s every day. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. If you got jewels, feel free to send them. That scared me. I forgot that the speaker was on. It was so fucking loud. I have it turned up all the way. I'm hoping I get the $5.05 Streamlabs donation because that's a good one. The only times I've ever I took a vacation to Texas once because I went there to see WWE, the WWE Royal Rumble, quite a few years ago. And every other time I've been to Texas, it was at an airport, getting on a connecting flight, and that's it. So I've never really had a desire to spend a lot of time in Texas. There's good food there, other than that, I'm not a Southern kind of person, so I'm not really into that culture, I guess I'll say.
Dono mono sono phono gono tono personality como.
so much. Oh. Oh my God. Emo fart. That's such a good one. You can see him like tense his body up when he's like pushing it out. God, at least mute it. If you got a fart, just mute it. So yeah, for those of you who don't know, my computer is currently being repaired. And it will be up and running again today, but then I have to set up all the apps on it again and all the settings, and it's a bit. It'll take a couple hours once I have it back, but then everything should be back up and running. So I used to get really pissed off about this stuff, but these days I'm just like, roll with the punches. Roll with the punches.
What is the latest on Mr. Keen? I missed a few days.
Okay, so Brett, a few days ago said he was gonna, oh shit. Oh my, one more time. All right. So what was I saying? So Brett was mentioning that he was going to have to go to the hospital because he was coughing up blood. And I usually just assume Brett is lying. So I was like, oh, he's going to use this to like scam people and feel sorry for him. But then I noticed he hadn't done anything, like completely inactive on all social media for 5 or 6 days, and Brett does not do that. He'll quit YouTube, but he'll be active somewhere else. And he hadn't been at all. So then I searched him up on Facebook. I found his wife's Facebook, and she posted something about, everybody pray for Brett. He's in the hospital, that kind of thing. And then I searched up his son, and he posted something. I don't think his son would lie, just so Brett can like make people feel sorry for him. And I saw a comment on his son's post from Brett's daughter, basically also stressed out that their dad is sick, which I'm not going to fault them for that. I'm not a fan of their dad, but he's their dad, And then I searched just Brett's name on Facebook, and I saw a post from Brett's stepmother, the woman that's married to Brett's father. And she was posting stuff. And there's no way this older woman's gonna lie for Brett to like scam money out of people on YouTube. So I'm like, yeah, Brett's definitely in the hospital. He's not doing good. They were testing him for cancer and shit like that. So, he's not in a good way. I don't know how serious it is, but usually when you're in the hospital for a week, it's pretty serious, So, I don't feel bad for him because less than a year ago when my friend Pimp Monk died, he made a video talking about how he was happy that Pimp Monk died. Thank you for the jewels. He made a video talking about how he was happy that Pimp Monk died, that Pimp Monk was probably in hell, said that his family hated him and that he hated all these lies about him that he would have no clue of. And he kept doing it in the following days. He was doing he was tweeting at me being like, your friend's in hell and that kind of shit. And, so if Brett gets really sick or croaks, I don't feel bad for him. I'm not going to throw a party or anything, like he would, because I have better moral standards than he does. But I'll definitely do a stream and we'll tell the truth about Brett. It's not going to be celebrate good times, come on, or anything, but
I hope he gets back. The interwebs are not that same without him. I might dislike him, but he's still human.
Yeah. I don't, like I said, I don't want him to suffer or anything, but I don't feel bad for him. You know, you reap what you sow. Live by the sword, die by the sword. If you're going to make videos of, laughing that somebody died or saying that you're happy about it. He literally made a video a week ago saying that he prayed for someone to die and they died. And he's talking about Pimp Monk. So, and I doubt this will change him too. I don't think if he comes back, a near-death experience will not change Brett. He'll still be the same guy. I also don't want Shani and Rev to suffer, even though they made other people suffer. I don't think that way. A Taco Bell challenge? What kind of Taco Bell challenge?
If there is a God, then Brett might be sad about the atheist challenge thing.
Yeah, because that's supposed to condemn you to hell, according to some religions. We're at 60% now. Thank you guys so much. I would have streamed all night last night and in the afternoon if I didn't have computer troubles, but it should be back up and running later today. We'll see if it changes him, because we don't know for sure, but I doubt it will. He doesn't change it like he's demonstrated that he is incapable of any kind of change. Oh my goodness. Some more coffee. The first to finish 12 soft shells. Oh my God. I don't like racing. I don't like doing like a racing food challenge. You can have, okay, I'd rather have a time limit. So I don't have to race necessarily. I don't know. See, the problem with Taco Bell soft shell tacos is that they get slimy. If you leave them in their wrapper, if they sit in there too long, the tortilla gets like weird and slimy. Because I've tried to do
He will most likely claim that the thoughts and prayers saved him and his faith in God has been bolstered. And then 30 days later he will start shitting on people that didn't mention him on Facebook.
Yeah, probably. It's funny because he was just talking about cutting his brother and his sister out of his life and shit. Crazy. Yeah, I guess if I got the tacos, I'd have to unwrap them. That's one thing you need to do, at least for me, because they get like, the texture gets fucked up by them getting all weird and slimy if you leave them wrapped, because the steam, they get like steamed from the inside out. I could probably do it, but I'd regret it. Because I get bloated really easily. And after like the 6th one, I'll start feeling the bloat. I like a little bit. And I think it would help with the eating challenge. Um, I like with the eating challenge to put a little bit of the sauce on them, but I'd probably do mild sauce. Soft shell or hard shell tacos are easier. Yeah, they're less filling, in my opinion. I think they're a little smaller too. I feel like the flour tortilla is more filling. God, I remember when a soft taco was less than $1. They're like 70 something cents, something like that. I remember when a double cheeseburger at McDonald's was 99 cents. Now they're like over $2. It's crazy. I feel old saying that because I remember like when my grandparents would tell me like a chocolate bar cost a nickel when I was a kid, you know? But it's crazy. It's crazy using an inflation calculator and you'll look at like the cost of like a computer back in the day or the cost of, you know, the original Nintendo Entertainment System. It was like $200 in the mid 80s. You know, like use an inflation calculator on that. It was like $150, I think it was, in the mid 80s. It's crazy. Yeah, you know, I'll do the Taco Bell eating challenge. I can't do it today though. I'd have to do it on a non-fasting day. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm doing intermittent fasting and it's working so far. I will plateau eventually with it because my metabolism will speed up and like yeah, it'll like crash out after it speeds up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have a bunch of cool shirts. I have a cool collection of shirts. It's just when I'm at home, you usually see me wearing like a tank top or something. And it's because when I'm streaming for hours, I usually would rather be comfortable. And I feel more comfortable without this, like, you know, like in the sleeves and stuff. I kind of get where Jared is, but I wouldn't stream shirtless. Not for free anyway. I think Jared literally only puts a shirt on to be on camera, and then a lot of times he just is like, fuck it. I don't get paid for this. Let the shirts disintegrate. I think Jared he wears a shirt and he takes it off and throws it on his floor. And then, like, when he wants to put one on, he just picks it up off his floor and puts it on. I doubt they get washed. See, the problem with the shirts, I think he finally learned this. We've been saying this for years. The reason his shirts don't last is because he cuts them. He gets a shirt like this and cuts the sleeves off and does a really bad, like, cut here to, like, make the head hole of the shirt larger. And, you know, they just fall apart because of that. So now he's like, oh, what if I buy shirts that are made to be like that? Go figure. Who knew? He learned. It only took him years, but he learned. He probably uses his shirts as like a cum rag or something. He got really mad that I sent people over to his Facebook. He's got like a digital creator account on Facebook now. He's addicted to social media, but he can't go anywhere without people like fucking with him. So he just hops from one to the next, and eventually he gets banned because he's a psycho and he'll say some stupid shit or be a creeper or whatever. You know, he gets banned everywhere because of that, because he can't control himself. Yes, Jared. These days, Facebook is approving like everybody for monetization. So, like, that's why there's so much like slop on Facebook now, because it's becoming all the other social media. It used to just be like a straightforward social network to like communicate with friends and family and share photos and whatever. But now it's the same as anywhere else, you know? It's all just like shit to like get you to click on it. Yeah, I get all kinds of crazy shit. I get a lot of music and wrestling shit because I actually will read that stuff, so they know to feed me more of it. Here it comes. Oh my god. Here it comes again. All right. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm sorry I didn't show your name. That happens sometimes. Next time, put your name in the message so I know who you are. Or you can log in. You can log out of Streamlabs and log in with your Google account, you know? And if you log in with your YouTube, it'll show your YouTube name when you do it. I don't like the owners of any of the platforms. I don't like the owners of YouTube. Like, I mean, honestly, like Zuckerberg, he's not the full-on owner because he didn't start it alone. There are other people that have big shares. He's the face of it. He's probably the principal owner. He probably owns most of it. And then they're a publicly traded company, so there's all this stock out there. And they probably have a board of directors. In all honesty, like a publicly traded company, even the founder who owns most of the company can get fired from the company. It's happened before. Like Vince McMahon got fired from WWE by the board of directors, and he was forced to sell his like shares, like his ownership. He still owns a little bit of it, but he used to have like control, like a controlling ownership of it. All these tech companies, like, you know, that's been the big industry in our lifetime. And those are the old school, those are the oil barons of today, you know? But I think, you know what I think? I could be wrong. Someone can look this up. But I think if you calculated inflation, Rockefeller was still richer than Elon Musk. If you look at like the value of a dollar when Rockefeller was in his peak, pretty sure he had more money than Elon Musk. I could be wrong though. That Rockefeller money is still floating around. It's crazy how much money it's probably made in interest over the last 100 years. 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 100 ye The Social Network. Didn't who did the score for The Social Network? Was it Trent Reznor? Was that one of Trent Reznor's first like film scores? I could have swore I remember that, but I'm not sure. Elon is the first trillionaire, but a dollar's worth a lot less than it was back in the early 1900s. You know, like, what was Rockefeller worth if we adjusted his net worth for inflation? I'm wondering. I think Trent should go for the EGOT, you know? Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony, EGOT. Very few people have won all four of them. He already has Oscars. He's won a few of them. He's already had a Grammy. He doesn't have an Emmy or a Tony. So he should write a musical and win a Tony. And I don't know what he would do on TV to win an Emmy, because Emmys are TV. I guess he could write like music for some sort of series. Yeah. Trips to the ER are brutal. Brett doesn't normally stream. It's usually just videos these days because he gets trolled too much. Gore TV hospital situation. Trump family is immune to taxes now, right? I mean, it's funny how Donald Trump sued the IRS while he was the president. He's suing his own government organizations. Okay. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, Rockefeller was not richer than Elon Musk, even if you account for inflation. But think about that. He had 630 billion, the equivalent of 630 billion dollars in today's money back in the, early 20th century. Having that amount of money was unheard of back then. Like, he was way richer than anybody else in the world at the time. Because oil was the king back then. I remember when I was a kid, we still had Sohio gas stations, which were owned by the Rockefeller Standard Oil of Ohio company. And then, like, I think it was the early 90s, they got bought out by BP, and all the Ohio stations changed to BP stations. $750K in 2 houses? Hell yeah. Gord. So we're at 555.15. Amazing. We should get it to 666.66. I've never had Shipwreck Mango rum that I'm aware of. I've been to these like tiki bars because there's a lot of them in the area, and I've had mixed drinks there, so maybe I've had it and didn't know what it was because I've tried all kinds of like these tropical drinks. And there's lots of rum. They're mostly rum drinks. That's most definitely what's up, Tubes. No, they're not forklift related injuries. Like that Sci-10 atheist video from back in the day. Some of that shit is so good. I have to wonder how much time that guy spent on that shit. They should have been bigger than they actually were, I think. I got my King Cobra. I'll call it mead, even though it's not mead, because he called it mead. But yeah, I got my shit brewing right now. I'm shooting for 10 to 12% alcohol. I'll show it to you. Here it is, Tubes. What it was is it's literal apple cider, like cloudy apple juice. And it was darker, but then when I added all the sugar to it, it got lighter. And you can see it's bubbling. You see the bubbles coming through it. That means the yeast is creating gas, so it should be making alcohol. It smells like yeasty sugar liquid with an apple tinge to it. So hopefully in a few weeks, the bubbling will slow down. But yeah, as long as these bubbles keep rising. You can't really see it, but it's very fizzy. Yeah. It's alcohol burps. I always loved it when King Cobra was drinking and he would like look down into his glass and like just stare into it. One time someone made a video of like what he saw when he looked into his bottle, and it was some crazy shit. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was so funny. Those Cobra Craft wands are limited edition now. The one that he would keep in his pocket to pull out quickly. Tactical soap. Not a sponsor. Yeah, I'm starting to run out of steam. Maybe I should make more coffee. That's one of the main things I do when I'm like trying to not eat too much. I drink a shitload of coffee. She's got it taken down multiple times. Which is stupid. Like, how the fuck did she get that taken down? Jared's uploading videos with people's addresses on them, and they don't get taken down, but they'll take down a music video that doesn't show any, like, personal information. It just shows, like, a clip of videos she uploaded. YouTube is just makes no sense at all. She doesn't have ownership if it's used under fair use, and making a music video out of it is fair use. And there's no privacy. It didn't show like an address or a phone number or like anything personal. It's just footage from a video she uploaded. So she can't claim ownership unless she DMCA's it. I think she's doing privacy complaints. And their whole privacy complaint thing is just, it's broken. Thanks. I'm getting a whole lot of shirt compliments today. That's cool. Holler us away. Holler us away. Happy day when they take her away. I had to turn this back on because I haven't gotten a dono in a while. So it turned itself off. Waiting for... There we go. Can we get some more emo farts up in here? $5.05 for an emo fart. That's so funny. He just fucking ripped ass in one of his videos. I will not run a marathon. Fuck that. First of all, I'm not a very good runner because when I was a kid, I got ran over by a car and it fucked my leg up really bad. So high impact shit like running is very uncomfortable for me. So I couldn't run very far, let alone a whole marathon. I can do like low impact, like elliptical type shit, but I can't do like hardcore running for like a sustained amount of time. Can you believe bike? What does that mean? I got run over by a full on car and it cracked my leg in half. It fucking broke the bone, you know? So I am going to make another cup of coffee. So I'm going to get up and I'll be gone for a couple minutes. But I will be back, all right? And I'm going to go to the bathroom. I will be back in just a moment. All right. Got everything accomplished. Whew. So I got my thing going, like my coffee, you know. So what's up? Ugh. Sportify music. Any new tattoos? No, I haven't gotten a new tattoo in like 10 years. It's been a while. Tattoos are expensive if you want good ones. I'd like to get these touched up. They still haven't faded that much. Like they don't look brand new, but they're still pretty vibrant, you know, as far as like being as old as they are. So we're at 61.68%. If you want to send, I mean, there's other one. There's all, if you look, actually, it's not in the description for this because it's a vertical stream. I was going to say all the dono levels are in the description, but not for this one. Black coffee is quite bitter, but I've learned to get used to it. It's zero point 0.0 calories. A fruit as a chaser for black coffee? I'm just doing it because it's like, it works as an appetite suppressant and it doesn't have any calories and it puts pep in my step. So, yeah. I don't like gum very much. Not really a gum fan. Yeah, I don't. I gave up smoking cigarettes, and I'm glad because they they're expensive and they cause all these illnesses that I don't really feel like dealing with. I don't drink soda really. I usually only drink soda when there's alcohol involved. I only like sweet sugary things when there's alcohol involved. Like a rum and coke, I'm good. I like margaritas a lot. Very sugary, sweet drinks. I have not seen Von Helden's shirt, no. Having legal weed accessible to me helped me quit smoking for good. I had always been like on and off smoking cigarettes. And then I was like, hey, I'll just smoke weed when I want to smoke a cigarette. And I started doing that. And it's like, it was a game changer. And now I hardly smoke weed. Like I do I'll do like dabs or like a weed vape, but I don't smoke like actual weed very often anymore. Was it hard? Yeah. And the main reason for that was I have a habit of like drinking a lot and then waking up the next day with a hangover. And the thing I want more than anything is some like greasy food. And I'd end up getting like McDonald's breakfast or something like that and eating a shitload of it. And I mean, and I was just overeating in general. So I can't like, there's like a whole like, if I break the seal and eat, I'll start eating a lot, especially at night. Late night snacking was a problem. So if I set a day as a parameter to like not eat very much, then it's easier for me to follow it then. And then on the day where I do eat, I can eat more than I normally would in a day. And the calories are still almost cut in half. So I do that, and I make sure to get a workout on that fasting day so that, I get a good calorie burn. And then I go to sleep that night and I wake up and I've lost maybe a pound or something like that. And it just keeps kind of trickling down. Sometimes it's water weight, but sometimes it's actual weight, like fat weight. Yeah, that's the kind of problem I'd like to have, that I was too thin and needed to eat more. I think that was kind of true for me when I was a kid, but I was on like Ritalin and shit when I was a kid, so stimulants usually take away your appetite. So I was pretty thin as a kid. I think naturally and the medication made it even more so. I was not interested in eating. I never said I had hypothyroid, no. The Karen Carpenter diet, isn't that why she died or something? She was just like anorexic, right? Damn, I guess the tip trains are done for today. At least for now, until I get my computer up and running. Diet pills back in the 70s were like mostly caffeine. Remember AIDS? You ever see that? Those commercials? AIDS, AIDS. It was before the illness became a thing. I'm pretty sure AIDS was like caffeine pills. And then I remember back in the 90s, Stacker 2s were like pseudoephedra. They marketed it as like a workout supplement, but in reality it was just speed, legal speed, that they ended up making that shit illegal because people were making meth out of it. Shit. Yeah, people were making. That's why they don't let people buy more than a few boxes at a time of that shit. But back in the day, you could just like buy them at a gas station. Yeah, like Sudafed. People will make it out of Sudafed.
Ice wallow come.
Huh?
Ice wallow come. Ice wallow come. Ice wallow come. Ice wallow come. Ice wallow.
I was crossing the street and a car hit me. It was a random person. It wasn't someone I knew. Damn, G-Man. Just coming right out and saying it, huh? Ooh. Sometimes you gotta stir it up a little bit. You have to stir up the wax, the concentrate. Give it a good stir. Yaman. Well, the weed is definitely stronger now, even than it was when I was a kid. Like, the kind of weed I got when I was in high school was not very good compared to what's available now. Shabisky dum, Shabisky dum, sucking doo-doo off his thumb. Shabisky dum. Yeah. I'm glad I don't need a med card. I could get one and they give you a discount, but I don't need one. So... I had a med card. Oh, shit. Thank you. I had a med card for a few years and, get the discount. And at the time, there were some dispensaries that were still med only. It's not really the case anymore. But, yeah. Whew. I'm very caffeinated now. So, yeah. I'm probably gonna go now. And I'll keep you guys posted, about when I'll be streaming and doing my usual thing. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's nice of you. Yeah. So I'll see you guys later. All right. Have a good one.